This story is from the out-of-towner. He didn't say anything. He just jumped the counter and punched me straight in the face. Hard. I didn't even see it coming. 1 second, I'm counting the register. Next second, I'm on the floor tasting blood. I just remember thinking, what the hell just happened? That's how the night ended. But it didn't start like that. It actually started normal, too normal, which almost makes it worse. I was working alone that night. Late shift, little gas station off the highway, nothing special. The kind of place you don't even notice when you drive past it. During the day it's fine, busy, whatever. But at night, I don't know. It just feels different, bigger, quieter, like the building's empty even when you're standing inside it. The lights kept buzzing overhead. That annoying electrical hum. The drink coolers rattling behind me. And the clock, I swear. It sounded way louder than it should have. Every little noise felt sharp, like it echoed. I usually don't mind nights. Less people, less idiots, stock shelves, count money, go home. Easy, that's why I took the shift. Around midnight, I see headlights pull into the lot. Slow. Like, really slow. Not looking for a pump, slow. More like creeping. Old car, paint peeling. Engine just idling there. Didn't park, didn't move, just facing the store. And I don't know why, but I got that feeling. You know that feeling when someone's staring at you? And you can feel it before you even look up? Yeah, that. My stomach just dropped for no reason. The guy finally comes inside, doesn't grab anything, doesn't even pretend to shop. Just walks around, hands in his hoodie pockets, looking at stuff, looking at me, looking around the store like he's memorizing it or something. I try to be normal. Need help finding anything? Nothing. Doesn't answer, doesn't even look at me. Just this little smile, not friendly, just weird. Then he walks back out. Should have been nothing. We get weird customers all the time. Still, I don't know, something felt off. So I locked the door early, just in case. Like 5 minutes later, knocking. Soft, right on the glass, tap, 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 same guy. Standing under the light, rain starting to come down, just staring at me, smiling. Motioning for me to unlock it like we're buddies or something. I shake my head, point at the hours sign. We're closed, man. He doesn't move, doesn't leave, just keeps staring through the glass. Doesn't blink. I swear he didn't blink. Then he mouths something. Slow, so I can read it. Let me in. My chest just tightened. Like instant panic. Didn't even think, just fear. Then he grabs the handle and starts yanking it, hard, door shaking, metal clanking. Like he's actually trying to rip it open. At that point, my heart's pounding so loud I can hear it in my ears. I'm already backing up, phone in my hand, about to call the cops, and it just stops. Silence. He walks back to his car like nothing happened. Gets in, drives off slow, like he's got all the time in the world. I waited a while before unlocking the door. Probably 10 minutes, maybe more. Just standing there pretending to clean stuff so I didn't look scared. Finally, I step outside to check the lot. Rain hitting the pavement. Empty. Quiet. Everything looks normal again. I lock the door behind me, take maybe 2 steps, and I hear someone running up behind me fast, like sprinting, right at me, before I can even turn around. He's already jumping the counter. I barely get my hands up. First punch hits my cheek. Second one drops me. Everything's just loud and blurry all of a sudden. My ears are ringing. My head smacks the floor. I taste blood again, and the whole time, he doesn't say a word. That's the part that messed with me later. No yelling, no give me the money, nothing. Just breathing, right in my face, fast, heavy, like a dog or something. I try swinging back, but I can't even feel my arm. It's like my shoulder's dead. I slip on the tile and crash into the cigarette rack. Boxes go everywhere. Sounds like the whole store's falling apart. I'm thinking, great, this is how I die, in a gas station at midnight. Stupid thought, but that's honestly what went through my head. Then he grabs the register, starts yanking on it, like he's trying to rip it out. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, robbery, take it, just take it and leave. But then he stops, just stops. Looks at me, smiles again, same weird smile from earlier, calm, almost friendly, like we're sharing some joke or something. And I swear, it felt like he wasn't even there for the money, like that wasn't the point. That's when I crawl behind the counter, literally crawl. My legs weren't working right. I hit the panic button under the shelf, smash it as hard as I can. Alarm goes off, loud, high-pitched, hurts your ears, and that's finally when he runs, just bolts. Out the door, gone. Cops show up like 10 minutes later. Lights flashing everywhere. Asking me questions, checking cameras, the usual. Then one of the officers looks at the drawer and goes, "That's weird." And I'm like, "What?" Still shaking, still bleeding. He goes, "He didn't take anything." I thought he meant like, not much. No, he meant nothing. Every dollar was still there, register wasn't unplugged, didn't even open it. So now I'm just sitting there thinking, if he didn't want money, why come back twice? Why jump the counter? Why hit me? Didn't make sense. Still doesn't. I quit 2 days later. Didn't even finish the week. I don't work nights anymore. Honestly, I barely stop at gas stations at night at all. Something about those bright lights and empty parking lots just feels wrong now. Like someone's always out there, watching through the glass, waiting for you to unlock the door. And after that whole thing, I figured at least home would feel safe. You know, door locked, walls around you, bed, normal stuff. Yeah, I was wrong about that too. This one didn't happen at work. This one happened at home, which honestly made it worse. I live alone, second-floor apartment, nothing fancy, thin walls. You can hear your neighbors sneeze through the drywall. It was like 2:15 in the morning, maybe a little later. I woke up thirsty. Didn't even know why. Just one of those random wake-ups. Whole place was dark, dead quiet. No TV, no cars outside, and nothing. That weird middle-of-the-night silence where it feels like the world's turned off. I'm half asleep. Walking to the kitchen, bare feet on the carpet, still foggy. Then I hear it. Knock, knock, knock. 3 slow knocks. Right behind me, on my bedroom door. And that didn't make any sense, because my bedroom door was open. And I live alone. So there shouldn't have even been a knock, but I heard it, clear as day, right behind me. I just froze, didn't even turn around. Because for a second, my brain's trying to make it logical. Like, maybe it was the pipes. Maybe upstairs. Maybe I imagined it. Then it happens again. Knock, knock, knock. Closer this time, like it's right there. And that's when I slowly turned around. My bedroom door was still open, just like I left it. Dark inside, nothing there. I just stood there for a second, staring at it, waiting for something to move. Nothing did. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just half asleep, relax, trying to talk myself down. You know how you do that? Trying to be logical. I even laughed a little. Like, wow, you're jumping at nothing. Then I hear it again. But not a knock this time, a scrape, like wood dragging lightly across the floor, from inside my bedroom. That's when my stomach dropped, because I live alone. Nobody else has a key, nobody. And I know what my place sounds like. I know every little creak. This wasn't normal. So now I'm just standing there in the hallway like an idiot, heart pounding, trying to decide what to do. Because suddenly, walking back into that room felt like the worst idea I've ever had. But my phone's in there, charger's in there, everything's in there, so I kinda have to. I grabbed the closest thing near me, which, for some reason, was a broom. Not exactly a weapon, but it felt better than nothing. And I start walking toward the door, slow, trying not to make noise. Like somehow that mattered. Every step felt loud, floor creaking, breathing too heavy, hands shaking. I reach the doorway and just stand there, listening. Nothing. So I flip the light on, fast, like ripping a Band-Aid off. Room's empty, bed, desk, closet. Everything normal. I check under the bed. Nothing. Closet, nothing. Bathroom, nothing. I'm standing there feeling stupid now. Like I scared myself over nothing. Again. Then I notice something. My window. It's open, just a few inches. And I know for a fact I didn't open it. Because it's winter, and it's freezing outside. I never open it at night, ever. Cold air's coming in, curtain moving a little, just barely. That alone was enough to make my skin crawl. But then I see the screen, bent, like someone pushed it in from outside, and that's when it hits me. Someone could have reached in, unlocked it, slid it up, quiet, easy. I just stood there staring at it, trying to process that, trying not to freak out. Then I hear something downstairs, outside, right below the window. Footsteps, crunching on gravel. Slow, walking away, not running, not panicking, just walking, like they had all the time in the world. I didn't even look. Didn't want to see a face looking back up at me. I just locked the window, closed the blinds, locked my bedroom door, then shoved my dresser in front of it, which I know sounds dramatic, but I didn't care, didn't sleep the rest of the night, just sat there with the lights on, listening. Every little noise made me jump. Next morning, I check outside. There's mud on the siding under my window, like someone stepped on something to climb up, and footprints in the dirt. Right below it, could have been nothing. Could have been some drunk guy, could have been anything. But here's the part that still messes with me. Later that day, I noticed something missing. The broom. The one I grabbed. The one I carried into the bedroom with me. It wasn't there anymore, and I swear, I never took it back out. After that week, I started sleeping with the TV on, didn't even care about the noise. I just didn't want silence anymore. Silence felt worse, and that's probably why what happened next freaked me out so much, because this time, I wasn't alone. At least, I didn't think I was. It happened at my friend's place. Nothing weird about the night at first, just normal stuff. Pizza, TV on, talking about random nonsense. I crashed there pretty late. Didn't feel like driving home. Plus, after the whole window thing at my apartment, I honestly didn't like sleeping alone anymore. Felt better having someone else in the house. Stupid maybe, but still. He's got this small house, old place. Floors creak everywhere. Every step sounds like someone sneaking around, even when they're not. I'm on the couch. He's in his bedroom down the hall. TV still playing low. One of those dumb late-night shows. At some point I knock out, then I wake up. No idea what time it is. Room's dark. TV's off now. Whole place quiet. That weird, heavy quiet again. Same kind I had at my apartment, where it feels like the air's thicker or something. I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling, half asleep, trying to figure out what woke me up. Then I hear it. Footsteps. Slow ones. Bare feet on hardwood. Soft. But definitely there. Coming from the hallway. At first, I'm not even worried. I'm thinking it's just him. Getting water or something. Normal house noises. But then I realize the footsteps are too slow, too careful, like someone trying not to be heard. And they stop right outside the living room, just standing there. You know when you can feel someone looking at you, even with your eyes closed, that feeling? Yeah, I got that hard. So I kind of pretend I'm still asleep. Don't move, don't open my eyes, just listen. Nothing. No walking, no breathing, just standing there. My heart's going crazy at this point. Like I can hear it in my ears. I'm thinking, dude, just open your eyes. It's probably nothing. But I don't, because part of me really didn't want to see what was there. Then I hear this tiny sound, right near me, like fabric brushing the couch, way too close. So I opened my eyes, slow, and there's someone standing at the end of the couch, just a shape, dark, can't see their face, just a person standing there, watching me. For like a full second, my brain doesn't even process it, and I'm just staring, trying to make sense of what I'm seeing. Then I think, oh, it's just him. So I go, dude, what are you doing? No answer. The shape doesn't move, and that's when it hits me. My friend's bedroom door is still closed. I can see it from the couch, still shut. So if that's not him, I sit up fast and reach for my phone. Flashlight on, point it straight at the couch. Nothing there, completely empty, like nobody was ever standing there. And I swear to you, I know what I saw. I wasn't dreaming, wasn't half asleep. I was wide awake. Someone was standing right there, right where my feet were, so now I'm fully panicking. I get up, walk straight to his room, knock hard. He opens the door all confused, hair all messed up. Half asleep. I'm like, were you just in the living room? He goes, no. I've been asleep, why? I didn't even know what to say, just stood there like an idiot, trying to explain something that didn't make sense. So we check the house. Every room, every door, back door still locked, windows locked, nothing out of place. No one there, but here's the thing that messed with me. Next morning, he asks me why I was standing in his hallway at like 3 a.m., and I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. I got up to pee and saw you standing out there. Thought you were sleepwalking or something. I told him I never left the couch, not once. He just kind of stared at me, didn't laugh, didn't joke, just said, dude, you were definitely standing there. And now, neither of us really knows what to think about that. After that night, I stopped staying at other people's houses. Didn't matter how tired I was. I always went home, didn't trust sleeping anywhere else anymore. Which is funny, because the next thing didn't even happen at night. It happened in the middle of the day, in public, with people everywhere, and somehow, that one felt worse. It happened in the middle of the day, which honestly made it worse, because daytime's supposed to feel safe. People around, cars, noise, normal life. I was at the grocery store, nothing exciting, just grabbing stuff after work. Milk, bread, random junk. Store was busy too. Families, kids running around, carts squeaking, music playing overhead. Totally normal. That's why it threw me off so much. Because nothing felt wrong at first. At all. I'm in one of the aisles comparing cereal or something dumb like that. Half paying attention, just zoning out. Then I get that feeling again. Same one from the gas station, same one from the apartment. That little pressure in your chest, like someone's staring at you. So I glance up. Guy at the end of the aisle, just standing there, not shopping, not looking at anything, just looking at me. And look. I know that sounds paranoid. People look at each other all the time, whatever. But this was different. Because every time I moved, he moved too. I go left. He slowly walks past the aisle, still looking. I go to the next aisle. He shows up again, same distance away, not close enough to say anything. Not far enough to ignore. Just hovering. At first, I'm telling myself, relax, you're overthinking it. I didn't want to be that guy, you know, the paranoid dude in the grocery store. But then, I stop my cart, pretend to check my phone, watch him through the reflection on the freezer door. He stops too. Just stands there. Watching, not pretending to shop, nothing. That's when it clicked. He wasn't browsing, he was following me, so I test it. Walk faster. Turn random corners, switch aisles for no reason. Every time, couple seconds later, there he is again. My heart starts doing that thing. That heavy thumping feeling, hands getting sweaty, and it sounds dumb, but being followed in public almost feels worse than being followed at night. Because everyone's around you, and nobody notices, nobody helps, nobody cares. So I just head straight for the front. Figured if anything happened, at least employees would be nearby. I get in line, put my stuff on the belt, trying to act normal. Then I feel someone step in right behind me, close. Way too close. I don't even have to look. I already know. It's him, standing like a foot behind me. Not buying anything, just standing there. I finally turn around and go, "Can I help you with something?" Trying to sound calm. Even though my voice is shaking. He just stares at me for a second, then smiles. Same kind of smile. That quiet one, like he knows something you don't. Then he says, "No, just making sure you're real," and walks out. Just leaves, like that. Didn't touch anything, didn't buy anything, didn't explain, just walks out the sliding doors and disappears into the parking lot. I didn't even finish checking out. Left my stuff right there. Walked straight to my car, locked the doors, sat there for a minute just breathing. I still have no idea what he meant by that. Making sure you're real. I think about that sentence way more than I should. I'm at home, middle of the day, scrolling on my phone, doing nothing, and I get this random text, unknown number, just 3 words. Let me in. That's it, nothing else. No context, no name, just that. Same words the gas station guy mouthed. Same words I kept hearing in my head for weeks. I just stared at the screen for a minute, trying to convince myself it was coincidence. Spam text, wrong number, something normal. Then another message comes in. "I know you're home." I swear my whole body went cold. I didn't reply, didn't even move, just listening. To the house, to the walls, to everything. And then 3 slow knocks, right on my front door, Not loud, not aggressive, just calm, patient. Knock, 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 exactly 3. And for a second, I honestly couldn't breathe, because all I could think was, what if it's not different people? What if it's the same one every time? Gas station, apartment, store, now here, or worse. What if it's not even a person? I didn't answer, didn't move, didn't make a sound. The knocks never came again. But sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I still hear it. Tap, 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 and every time I hear it, I just stay still and pretend I'm not home. Because after everything that's happened, I don't open doors anymore for anyone. This one came from a guy who worked late downtown. He said it only happened once, but he still thinks about it almost every day. I work in an office building downtown, nothing exciting. Just normal desk job stuff, emails, meetings. Staying way later than I should. Most nights I'm one of the last people there. Which sucks, but whatever. Parking's cheaper after 6 anyway. There's this big parking garage across the street. Concrete everything. Echoes like crazy. Even during the day it's kinda gloomy. At night it's worse. It was around 10:30 when I finally left. Pretty late. Garage was mostly empty, maybe 5 or 6 cars total. Whole place felt dead quiet. You ever notice how loud your footsteps sound in a garage? Like every step echoes forever? That's all I could hear. Just step, 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 bouncing off the walls. My car's on level 3, way in the back. Of course, so I'm walking up the ramp, scrolling my phone, half paying attention, tired, ready to go home. Then I hear another set of footsteps behind me. At first, I don't even think anything of it. It's a garage, other people park there, normal. But after a few seconds, I realize something. They're matching my pace, like exactly. When I walk faster, they walk faster. When I slow down, they slow down. I tell myself I'm imagining it, because that's what you do. You always try to be logical first. So I casually stop to check my phone, just to test it. The footsteps stop too, right behind me. That's when my stomach drops. I don't turn around yet. I just stand there pretending to text, listening. Nothing. No keys jingling, no coughing, no car unlocking, just someone standing there, way too close. So I finally turn around, guy maybe 10 feet back. Hood up, hands in pockets. Just staring at me, not looking around, not going to a car, just watching. I give him that little nod people do, like, hey, trying to be normal. He doesn't nod back, doesn't blink, nothing. Just staring. So now I'm uncomfortable, but whatever. I keep walking, and he starts walking again, same distance, same pace. Level 2, still following. Level 3, still behind me. At this point, I'm not even pretending anymore. I'm walking fast. Keys already in my hand. Heart pounding. I hit my car unlock button from like 20 feet away. Lights flash, door opens. I basically dive inside. Lock the doors instantly. And right as I look up, he's standing next to my driver window. I didn't even hear him run. He just appeared there. Close enough I could see his face, and he smiles. Not friendly, not normal, just slow, like he's amused. Then he knocks on the window, soft. 3 times, tap, 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 same pattern, 3 knocks. I don't move, don't even breathe, just staring straight ahead, pretending I don't see him. After like 10 seconds, he just walks away, calm, like nothing happened. Didn't go to a car, didn't leave. Just disappeared between the rows. I waited a full 5 minutes before driving, Didn't even look around, just left. I don't park in that garage anymore. I pay extra for street parking now. Don't care. Worth it. Because I keep thinking, if I hadn't had my keys ready, if I'd stopped longer, if I'd turned around sooner. I don't think he was following me to his car. I think he was waiting for me to reach mine. This one didn't happen at night. Didn't happen in public. Didn't happen while I was out somewhere. It happened at home, middle of the day. While I was at work, which honestly makes it worse because it means I wasn't even there when it happened. I live alone, small place, nothing fancy, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 2nd floor, old building, and I'm not a messy person. That matters. I'm not obsessive or anything, but I know where my stuff is, you know? Like muscle memory. Keys go here, wallet here, shoes here, same spots every day. So when I got home that afternoon, something felt off immediately. Not big, not obvious, just off. Door was locked. Deadbolt still set. Everything looked normal, but my brain kept going. Something's different. At first, I thought I forgot something. Maybe left a light on or something dumb like that. Then, I saw my shoes. They were by the door, like always, but turned the wrong direction. Like someone kicked them off instead of sliding them off. Which sounds stupid, right? Shoes being turned the wrong way? Who cares? But I always take them off the same way, same spot, same direction, every day. These looked rushed, like someone else did it. I kind of laughed at myself, thought I was being paranoid, long day, whatever. So I walk inside, drop my keys on the counter, go to the kitchen, and that's when I notice the chair. My kitchen chair is pulled out, just a little, like someone had been sitting there. And I never leave it out. Ever. Because it blocks the walkway. It annoys me. I always push it in. Always. Now, my heart's beating a little faster. But I'm still trying to be logical. Maybe you left it like that this morning. Fine. Sure, maybe. Then I open the fridge. My leftover container is gone. The one I packed last night. Chicken and rice. Specifically remember saving it. Gone. Not on the counter, not in the trash, just gone. Now, I'm standing there staring at the fridge like an idiot. Because that's not forgetful. That's not oops. Food doesn't just disappear, so I check the trash. Nothing. And that's when I get this weird feeling, like, don't walk further into the apartment. Like something's wrong. Really wrong, but my bedroom's down the hall, so I have to. I walk slow. Listening. Whole place quiet. Too quiet. Bedroom doors half open, which is weird, because I shut it every morning before work. I always shut it. Habit, so I push it open. Bed's messed up. Not crazy messy, but like someone sat on it. Sheets wrinkled in the middle. Little dip in the mattress. And my closet door's open. I didn't open it. At this point, my brain just goes cold, like full survival mode. Because now there's no maybe. Now it's obvious. Someone was here. I grab my phone, call the police, hands shaking, trying not to make noise. They show up, search the place. Closet, bathroom, under the bed, everything. Nobody there. No broken windows, no forced locks, nothing stolen. They basically tell me, maybe you forgot, which is insane, because I know I didn't. Then one of the officers asks, do you have a spare key anywhere? And that's when I remember. Under the fake rock. Outside, by the stairs. I'd hidden it there like a year ago, forgot all about it. So we check, rocks flipped over, keys gone. Someone had used it, let themselves in. Ate my food, sat at my table, sat on my bed, walked around my place, and then locked the door when they left. like they lived there. They never found out who it was. Nothing on cameras, nothing stolen, nothing damaged, which almost makes it worse, because it means they weren't there to rob me. They were just there. And now, I don't hide spare keys anymore. Don't leave food in the fridge. Don't even feel comfortable walking into my own apartment sometimes, because every once in a while, I still walk in and get that feeling again. Like something moved, just slightly, like someone was there, 5 minutes before I got home. This one happened after a surgery, nothing major. At least that's what they told me. Routine. Low risk. Home in a few days. All that stuff they say so you don't worry. It didn't go like that. I had some complications after, infection or something. They kept me longer than planned. More tests, more meds, more, let's just monitor you overnight. And they had me on painkillers the whole time. Strong ones. The kind that make you feel warm and floaty, like you're half asleep even when you're awake. So most of that week is kind of a blur. I remember pieces, little flashes, not full days, which is why I didn't notice anything weird at first. Because when you're drugged and exhausted, everything feels weird anyway. I was in one of those shared rooms at first. Then they moved me to a private one, said it'd be quieter, better for recovery, which sounded nice, until nighttime. Hospitals at night are different. If you've ever stayed in one, you know what I mean. During the day, it's loud, nurses, carts, machines, talking. At night, it's just humming, beeping. Footsteps in the hallway, distant doors opening and closing. And you're laying there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, not really sleeping, not really awake. First weird thing I remember, I woke up and my bed was flat. I always kept it slightly raised, like the head tilted up, because lying flat made my stomach hurt. Nurses knew that. They left it that way, but I wake up and it's completely flat, which hurt like hell. So I'm fumbling for the button to lift it back up, half out of it, thinking maybe I hit it in my sleep. Didn't think much of it. Next day, my IV's in the other arm, and I don't remember them moving it. Again. Could have happened while I was out. Totally possible. Still weird, though. Then that night, something happens. I still can't explain. I wake up because someone's talking. Like whispering. Right next to me. Not loud, not a normal conversation. More like quiet talking. Right by my bed. At first I think it's nurses, so I don't open my eyes. Too tired, too drugged. But then I realize something. They're not using my name. They're saying, "Is he awake?" And someone else goes, "Doesn't matter." That part snapped me awake fast. Because what do you mean, doesn't matter? So I open my eyes. Room's empty, door closed, lights off. Nobody there. Just the heart monitor beeping next to me. I stare at the doorway for like a full minute, waiting for someone to walk by. Nothing. Next morning, I ask the nurse if anyone came in overnight. She checks the chart, goes, "Nope, you slept straight through." I tell her I heard people talking in my room. She kinda smiles like I'm confused, says, "Probably just the meds." Which, fine, sure, maybe, but it keeps happening. Little stuff. I'd wake up and my blanket would be folded differently. Water cup moved, curtain half open. Stuff I definitely didn't do, and every time I ask, same answer. "You were asleep." Must have been dreaming. Pain meds mess with memory. After a while, you start doubting yourself, like maybe you really are imagining it. Then the last night happens. This one, I know, wasn't a dream. I wake up because my bed is moving. Like physically moving, rolling. and I'm thinking they're taking me for tests or something. But the lights are off. No one's talking. I'm still groggy, everything blurry. I try to sit up, but I'm strapped in with those side rails. Can't really move. And we stop. I hear a door open, not my room door, a different one, heavier, metal. Then quiet talking again. Same whispering voices. Right next to me. One of them says, "Wrong one." And someone else goes, "Put him back." My brain's trying to catch up like, "Wrong one what?" Then I feel the bed moving again, rolling back. Next thing I remember, I wake up in my normal room. Morning light, same spot, same everything, like nothing happened. So now I'm fully freaked out. I ask the nurse straight up, "Did anyone move me last night?" She looks confused, checks the chart. "No, you didn't leave the room." Didn't leave the room. But later that day, when I finally get discharged, I notice something. My hospital bracelet's gone. Not loose, not broken, gone. And there's a different one on my wrist, with my name, but a different barcode, different numbers. When I ask about it, they say, "Oh, we reprinted it earlier." I don't remember that happening at all. And maybe it's nothing. Maybe it really was just meds, dreams, confusion. But sometimes I think about that voice. Wrong one. And I wonder if they wheeled me somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, or if they almost didn't bring me back.